These disturbing videos, which allegedly document the stalking of a GameStop employee, were uploaded to the YouTube channel of Alexander Matthews. The channel contained numerous videos of a woman who worked as an assistant store manager in 2019, all recorded without her consent. Based on the titles and content of the videos, the creator appeared to be completely obsessed with her. It seemed as though he regularly filmed her and followed her wherever he could. After reviewing a large number of these recordings, I selected the most disturbing clips. In my opinion, they clearly illustrate how an unhealthy fixation gradually escalated into outright stalking.
Dude, no way.
Why?
There are bugs in that? That's disgusting.
What you talking about? You can take this.
There are bugs in that. That's disgusting, dude. I'm not taking it. I don't care what it is.
Why?
I'm not taking that in.
No.
I'm not taking that in.
Yo, what's your problem? What's your problem? Guy got a fucked up attitude. Yo, I know you hear me talking to you. What's your problem?
This one is cracked.
Hello, I know you hear me talking to you.
This one is cracked.
Man, y'all can't keep going.
And missing a whole piece of the disc.
Yeah, I know you heard me talking to you. Did you hear me?
Nope.
I just said, what is wrong with you? Why you got an attitude? I'm trying to clear the air. He's like, you're not even saying it. What's going on with you?
It was later revealed that Alexander had uploaded several videos attempting to explain what had happened. In them, he stated that he had been arrested and served time in connection with the case. However, rather than accepting responsibility for his actions, he largely blamed the woman, claiming that she had ruined his life. This attitude only highlights his lack of remorse and his willingness to shift responsibility onto the victim. Reddit users discussed how to bring attention to the situation without violating the woman's privacy or causing her further harm. Many were also concerned about whether she was aware of the videos and whether the channel's creator might still pose a threat. The deeper people looked into the situation, the clearer it became that Alexander was deeply fixated on the woman and unwilling to accept rejection. In one recorded conversation, the employee tried to explain that there was no reason for him to visit the store so frequently and that he should only come in as a regular customer. Despite this, he continued arguing and repeatedly ignored the boundaries she tried to set.
You said not every day, right?
No, not every day, man.
So
You can't go back every day. So, like, I'm gonna say you can come back twice a week, but I told you the rules are only if you have trade-ins or you're buying something.
I can't come every day.
No, you can't come every day.
Well, what about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
No, man, there's no need for it. You don't need to come every day. You can come once or twice a week.
Yeah, you said Saturday and Sunday.
That's fine. Saturday, Sunday is fine. That's it, dude. But you only if you're gonna trade or buy something.
Okay.
That's it. Okay.
Other videos suggested that Alexander openly disregarded rules and restrictions. Furthermore, based on his own explanations, it appeared that he held views commonly associated with incel communities and tended to blame others for his failures in relationships.
I said, what is wrong with you? What's going on with you? Why you having an attitude? When I approach you, you tell me get the hell away from your car. What's wrong with you? Okay, what the fuck? Girl, listen.
Watch your mouth. There are children in this store.
I know you. Listen, see, you getting an attitude with me for no reason. I didn't do nothing to you. You still mad about what happened 2 Fridays ago? Huh?
Eventually, the reason for his arrest became public. According to available information, Alexander had slashed the woman's tires on 2 separate occasions and was caught during a 3rd attempt. After she reported him to the police, he allegedly followed her home, entered her garage, and damaged her vehicle with a wooden beam. Considering everything that happened, it is fair to say that the woman was fortunate the situation did not end even worse. Even years later, Alexander continued to blame the victim, which raises serious doubts about his claims that he had changed and reflected on his actions. As of the publication of this story, no new videos had appeared on the channel for several years. One can only hope that the victim has been able to move on from these events and live her life in peace. What you're about to see is a recording that many consider one of the most mysterious and disturbing discoveries associated with early YouTube and deep web folklore. The video is known as Deep Web Young Girl Kidnapped, and the strangest part is that the original upload has long been considered lost. As far as anyone knows, the footage now survives only through re-uploads on this YouTube channel. In the video, a young woman can be seen inside a filthy room. According to the timer on screen, the camera has been recording her for more than 13 hours. She appears to have barricaded herself inside and seems to have only a limited supply of food and water. At one point, she notices the camera and cautiously moves to the center of the room. Later, she holds up a sign stating that she has run out of water and is asking for help from anyone who can see the broadcast. She also claims that she has been there for several days, though she never reveals her location. Because virtually no reliable information about the video exists, a wide range of theories quickly emerged. Some viewers speculated that it might be connected to so-called red rooms, a popular internet legend about secret live streams whose existence has never been verified. Perhaps the girl was simply trapped in an unknown location, or perhaps something far more sinister was taking place. The most unsettling moment comes at the very end. An unidentified person begins breaking through the barricade before forcing their way into the room. The recording ends there. What happened next remains unknown to this day. On February 2nd, 2004, a man named Michael Lacoma went on a camping trip near Fresno, California. During the trip, he allegedly captured something strange on camera, something he claims he still cannot explain to this day. The footage later became part of a documentary released by Fierce Earth Productions roughly 15 years ago. The company's YouTube channel contains only a single uploaded video. According to Michael's account, he was using his cell phone to film the area around his campsite that day when he noticed movement on a nearby hillside.
Alright, here we are once again camping. Beautiful view. Here's my campsite, simple. It's nice to get away, get some peace and quiet. You gotta check out this hill up here. Get a full view. Great scenery. Get an idea of where I'm at. Shape up there. What the hell is that? Oh my God. That ain't right. Looks like a wolf, but holy crap. I don't think I should be up here. I think I should be getting...
The footage does appear to show an unidentified figure rapidly descending the slope in a series of large leaps. The video quality is extremely poor, though that is hardly surprising for footage recorded in 2004. Even so, this brief clip became the subject of considerable debate among viewers. The filmmakers later interviewed Michael, who explained that his first thought was that he was looking at some kind of large animal.
Chairs, and I heard a little noise up the hill here, like an animal's running around. So, look up here, these boulders, I seen something that looked like a wolf jumping in and out, but it was on 2 feet.
However, the longer he watched the creature, the more unsettled he became by the way it moved. According to him, it resembled a wolf in appearance, yet certain aspects of its behavior seemed highly unusual. The story becomes even more intriguing when considering that, by the early 2000s, wolves had become exceedingly rare in the wilds of California. The documentary's creators placed particular emphasis on this fact. In the next segment, viewers were presented with another story. This time, it involved a group of boys playing near Bakersfield.
What are they doing? We'll never know.
Matt, you putting on your shoe? What happened?
I found a shovel! What are you guys doing?
go, come on! Austin, come on! Matthew, let's go! Matthew, let's go! No, we have to go! I'm towing! Alright, fine! It's all on you!
One of them allegedly vanished without a trace, and the events that followed supposedly led to a tragic outcome. The filmmakers present the reactions of the parents, interviews, and various materials intended to support the account of what happened. On July 31st, 2022, 17-year-old Mackenzie Sharilla was driving with her boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and his friend, Davion Flanagan. At approximately 5:30 a.m., her vehicle slammed into a brick wall at an extremely high speed. The consequences were fatal for both passengers. Mackenzie survived the crash and was transported to a hospital. She later claimed that she had experienced a serious medical issue shortly before the collision, causing her to lose control of the vehicle. Investigators, however, were skeptical of that explanation and began taking a closer look at the circumstances surrounding the crash. They examined phone records, text messages, and surveillance footage. The more information they uncovered, the more questions arose about her original account of what happened. One surveillance video shows the vehicle calmly making a turn with its turn signal activated. Just seconds later, the same car speeds past another camera at an extraordinarily high rate of speed before disappearing from view. Several months into the investigation, Mackenzie was arrested. The arrest was captured on the body camera of one of the responding officers.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it. Do you want my glass? I do. I do much. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. You okay?
Many viewers later noticed an unusual sound in the body camera footage.
You okay? You okay? You okay?
Some believe a voice can be heard in the background, and that one of the officers appears to react to it. In August 2023, the court reached its final verdict in the case. Surveillance footage played a key role in the prosecution's case and was examined extensively during the trial. Today, Mackenzie continues to serve her sentence. On February 9th, 2004, at approximately 3:15 p.m., a woman named Maura Murray withdrew $280 from an ATM. A surveillance camera captured her for only a few seconds, but for many people, the footage is unsettling for one reason. It is the last known video of Maura before her mysterious disappearance. Roughly 4 hours later, several witnesses spotted her near a vehicle that had gone off the road and could no longer be driven. A local school bus driver stopped to offer assistance, but Maura told him that she had already contacted roadside assistance and was waiting for help to arrive. It was later discovered that she had never made such a call. The driver left, but the situation struck him as unusual enough that he decided to report it to the police himself. When officers arrived at the scene, approximately 20 minutes later, they found Maura's vehicle, along with some of her personal belongings. Maura herself, however, was nowhere to be found. Her cell phone and bank cards were also missing. From that moment on, the trail of Maura Murray effectively goes cold. No one knows for certain why she left her vehicle or where she went afterward. Following her disappearance, her bank cards were never used again, and her phone never showed any signs of activity. Despite extensive search efforts, investigators were unable to uncover any conclusive evidence. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged. It is known that Maura informed her employer that she would be absent that day and had mentioned difficulties in her personal life. However, investigators have never been able to determine whether those circumstances were connected to her disappearance. The case gradually became one of the most well-known unsolved mysteries of the early 2000s. Unfortunately, most of the final footage showing Maura was eventually lost. Then, nearly 12 years after her disappearance, another strange development surfaced online. A short video titled "Where I Put Maura" was uploaded to YouTube. The footage shows an abandoned shed deep in the woods. Throughout the video, the laughter of an unidentified person can be heard off camera as they hold up a photograph of Maura Murray. The uploader never appears on screen. The identity of the person who uploaded the video was never established. Investigators and internet users alike were also unable to determine the exact location of the shed shown in the footage. Some believe the video was nothing more than a cruel prank or an attempt to attract attention. Others are convinced it may somehow be connected to Maura's disappearance. Years later, however, there are still no answers. In 2012, an unusual video surfaced online that had been recorded in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It was here, in 1863, that one of the most famous and bloodiest battles of the American Civil War took place. The battle lasted 3 days and became a major turning point in the war, leaving behind tens of thousands of dead and wounded. The footage was uploaded under the title Gettysburg, Wheatfield, Fife and Drums, and was recorded shortly before sunset. At first glance, the video appears completely ordinary. However, it was the audio that quickly caught the attention of thousands of viewers.
Nora.
Yeah? Come here. I'm charging my iPod.
Come here. Just stand here. Listen. Wouldn't be the first ones who've heard drums here when there's no people here. But it's hard for me to believe I'm actually hearing it.
The woman who recorded the footage later explained that she had visited the battlefield with her daughter while on vacation. During their walk, they suddenly heard the sound of drums and a military fife echoing from somewhere in the distance. Curious about where the music was coming from, they decided to follow it. But the longer they walked, the stranger the situation became. The sound always seemed to remain just ahead of them, yet they were unable to find anyone who could have been producing it. According to the woman, she was not trying to prove the existence of anything supernatural, and had not initially considered such an explanation. However, the lack of any reasonable answer eventually left her wondering what exactly they had heard that evening. While examining the footage, many viewers also took notice of the surrounding landscape. Beyond the tree line, where the sounds were supposedly originating, there are no buildings or event grounds. Of course, historical reenactments are regularly held in Gettysburg, but the recording was made in the evening, when no such events were known to be taking place in that area. As the sun begins to disappear below the horizon, the sounds grow louder. It almost seems as though the drums are gradually moving closer to the person filming. The woman later admitted that she initially assumed a group of reenactors must be nearby, yet after searching for quite some time, they still found no one. After roughly half an hour of walking, the experience became even stranger. The source of the sound appeared to constantly shift locations while remaining out of sight. It was at that point that they first began to consider the possibility that something unusual was taking place. Interestingly, this is far from the only mysterious recording associated with Gettysburg. Over the years, the site has repeatedly attracted the attention of paranormal investigators and enthusiasts of the unexplained. Another video, in particular, has become especially well known.
I don't see nothing down there. Can't be the motorcycles, honey. There's nothing sparkling. You see what I'm saying?
What's that?
There's nothing sparkling. 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 There's nothing sparkling.
What is that?
Tree?
No. You moved it, right?
Some consider it one of the most compelling recordings of its kind ever captured in Gettysburg. In the footage, several strange figures can be seen among the trees, and their origin remains the subject of debate to this day. Given the history of this location, and the countless lives that were lost here more than a century and a half ago, it is perhaps not surprising that videos like these continue to spark curiosity and discussion, even after all these years. A canyon in Utah, USA. Hiking through a canyon like this can become life-threatening in a matter of minutes, and here's why.
Really bad.
Dang.
Did we see that on our way in?
This wasn't the plan. The surrounding landscape is mostly desert, and much of the ground is bare rock. When rain falls over the nearby hills, very little of that water is absorbed into the soil. Instead, it rushes downhill across a vast area and funnels into the narrow canyon below. The dangerous part is that the rain doesn't even have to fall directly overhead. It can be happening miles away, yet the runoff will still converge in the same canyon. When that happens, the water level can rise by several feet in just a matter of minutes. One moment you're walking along a dry canyon floor, and the next, you're being swept away by a powerful current. What makes the situation even more dangerous is how difficult it is to escape. The canyon walls are steep and smooth, leaving few, if any, places to grab onto or climb out. That's why experienced hikers follow one critical rule: constantly monitor the weather forecast and never enter a slot canyon if there's even a small chance of rain in the area. In this case, the group was fortunate. They recognized the danger early and reacted appropriately, quickly moving to higher, more open ground. Eventually, the water rose to the point where continuing on foot was no longer possible, forcing them to switch to kayaks.